So I went to this estate sale this morning, and the only reason I knew about the estate sale is because I may have bought the estate. So the first thing I got was, I'm pretty sure it's some sort of a Scribe. I don't know if that is a carbide point on it or not. You'll see I paid $1 for it. And oh, I got this nifty chair, which I needed because my chair is in my bench downstairs is in the process of dying. I paid $4 for the chair. I found it very interesting that it is a Sears and Roebuck chair and that it was made in Japan. I thought that was kind of cool. So some type of, I'm just guessing, some type of a marking scribe. Hopefully I don't slice my finger up trying to get this out of here. There was tons of machine shop stuff there, and I mean, well, the milling machine in the corner was 4 tons, 50-inch wide, digital readout, metal lathes, grinders, the whole 9 yards. But I didn't get any of those. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Woodcraft clamps. They were $1.50. Hey, here we go. Let's do this again. And then I got these. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Woodcraft clamps, bar clamps. They were $1.50 a piece. I figured that was probably okay. And then in the same stack, for another $1.50, I got this. And this is Flynn Manufacturing Company, Detroit, Michigan. I believe this is a machinist's vise. I'm not a machinist. I don't play one on television, but that's what I think this is. There were 6 or 7 tables filled with this stuff. I also got a 6-inch rule made by, oh, it's a Starrett. It's a Starrett rule, the C604RE. It's in 32s on one side and 64s on the other. If you flip it over, 16s with 32s on the end. That again was $1. Can't buy that for $1 today. I was also able to secure an angle gauge thingy. I paid $4 for this. Made by the General Hardware Manufacturing Company, New York. It's a number 17. And that may come in handy for setting the correct angle on, well, I don't know, guitar necks. Because there's 16 degrees, there's 14 degrees. As far as headstock angles, $4. I went a little crazy on the Torx heads, because I don't have any Torx heads. So I picked this batch up for $2. These are Chesco's. It says made in USA. 1983. Does it have a size on it? No. Anyway, there's 4 of those. Oh, here it is. A T10, a T20, a T-nothing, and a T27. And then here's another set of assorted screwdrivers. That was another $2. This has got Harbor Freight written all over it. Or at least it's got a square handle like Harbor Freight. And there is an awl or a point tip, flat blade, if I want to throw that at anybody. And then another series of 4. So I think between these two I've got what I'm going to need, at least for a little while. I also picked up, I thought this was kind of cool, an adjustable angle clamp. This is made by Olympia. I paid $1.50 for it. It feels like it's made out of aluminum, because I may have need of this for some wood the working of here in the near future. You can set your angle for 90 degrees and then you can put in whatever size stock you want and glue it and stuff like that. And then the big fun tool of the day is this, the nail puller. This one says Bridgeport on the side of it. It's a number 64. I don't know what that means. This was like my spendy item of the day. I paid $6.50 for this. Now the downside of these estate sales is that sometimes you can come home with something a little bit bigger than what you planned on. This is my early to mid 60s Craftsman contractor table saw that I purchased at the same estate sale. It comes on a movable base with a flick of the lever. That wheel pops into position and you can trolley it around the shop. It comes with a relocated power switch on the front. It has cast iron wings on the side and what Craftsman calls their Contractor Series Exacti-Rip fence. Whether this fence is any good or not, we'll find out. But for the price, I think she'll do okay. Quite a step up from the saw I have been using, which is now there. And it is powered by a 1 horsepower motor that drives a belt that drives the blade. So it should be smoother, it should be quieter. Now with all that said, it is a little, it has some issues. We're going to have to clean this aluminum up. I've got to adjust the wings because the wings are not properly adjusted. It falls off on this side, it's proud on this side. It does come with the original metal throat plate, so that will have to be eventually replaced, probably with one of those phenolic zero clearance inserts. Well, we'll see. But that's what happens when you go to the estate sales. So we'll do a whole nother episode on getting this saw up and running. But that's a kind of a nice find. At least I think it's a nice find, and it'll be a welcome addition to the shop. So you guys enjoy your estate sales. Cheers. Hey, if you like this episode of RATTLECAN Guitar Restorations, you might want to check this video out as well. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, and if you'd like to help the channel grow, consider stepping over to our Patreon page and giving that a look. Y'all have a good weekend. Cheers.